What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So we have the third Knightmare trash prop. We only have one more we're waiting for. That one does have to be, like, all these are custom made, but this one is an extra custom job because they've never done it. And they said they'll do it after the holidays. So I don't know if that just means after Christmas or after New Year's. But it usually takes them about 2 weeks to make something. So, funny thing is, I did order this first, yet I received it after the other two. Nevertheless, let's check this out. So, the shadow box itself, you have Candyman with a B, Candyman logo. There's Candyman logo here. I think that one's a little, like, it's not needed just because there's 5 Candymans already inside the case. Obviously, to represent the fact you say his name 5 times in the mirror. Some things I would change. On the side, do a mirror. I think that'd be really cool. Get rid of that Candyman front thing. And if you wanted to, maybe do some bees inside this case. Like life-size bee, like little mini statues or whatever. And of course, there's this Candyman one as well. This one is a little bit different. It does have this thing where basically it can pop out and I can see the prop. And in essence, insert some things if I wanted to. I mean, all these are open, like you can open them in the back. You remove this and you can remove it. And then that says Knightmare Trash. This one hangs via these 2 little rods. Now let's analyze this itself. So this is like part of the coat. And then that's his flesh that was torn off. It does have a nice bloody look and then 2 nails going inside. And then of course that prop. That hook hand, which looks really good. So yeah, overall it looks really good. Looks just like the photos that they advertise. So we're basically gonna wall mount this bad boy. So this one is gonna go up there left of You'll Float 2 one. I would love to have this just directly above this Candyman. Alexa, turn on home theater statue room lights. Kind of show it next to you guys. Show it next to him so you can kind of see. Check that out. Yeah, that would go fantastic just directly above the 1/3. Similar to how I'm doing it with all these 1/3s, where I just have the prop directly above. That looks so good if Candyman was top shelf and you had that prop right above him. So, yeah, let's analyze the PCS one, which is obviously a little bit different. This one, like this coat part on here is very like bloodied and like hard. Then of course there's the hand, the nails. They also have like some blood. PCS honestly did a really good job on theirs. I think it's really well done. They have the nail kind of coming out of the hook itself, which I think is inaccurate. I think this is more accurate, coming out of the hand like that, not the actual hook itself. So this does have a really nice gloss, and I like the look of that. I would say it looks better than the PCS. Theirs is lacking some gloss. I like the way they did the jacket blood, but the actual hand blood, where the hook hand is coming out, could use a little bit better bloody look. And this one, I would probably add some blood along this, like dried up blood similar to that. I think that would look a little bit better. And then the hook itself, I mean, it looks great. Has like a weathered look to it. So overall, it looks very well done. I'm not sure on the material, but this does have a pretty good weight to it. So, yeah, I don't know if this is real metal or plastic. Could be either, but it does look great, and that's all that matters at the end of the day is how it looks, because this is not a prop I'm like literally going to be putting on my hand trying to kill people with, so it doesn't need to be metal. It's just a prop for display. So yeah, let's go ahead and wall mount this bad boy. In terms of price, I think this was $145 with the Black Friday sale. So I mean, it's not cheap, but it's a good price for a really unique, cool looking shadow box for Candyman. I mean, if you Google Candyman props and everything, this is the best looking thing out there, honestly. I've searched. I like having horror props, especially like the weapons with my characters or the mask. And I think Knightmare Trash is one of the best out there that does it. So, yeah, I think retail this is $189, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, let's go ahead and wall mount this up there and see how it looks. Alrighty, folks, so we did get this all wall mounted up. Wasn't too difficult. I think it was easier to put those type of wall mount in versus the Pennywise boat and the Evil Dead, which is a very tiny little freaking circle. This one had a much bigger opening, so I got it within like half a second. Pennywise wasn't as bad. Evil Dead was definitely the most difficult, but I measured it, got it basically the exact same height as the Pennywise one, which is also about same size as that one. Those three are a little bit lower than those ones. Those ones are a little bit higher, but these ones have this space where those ones not as much. So I think it overall looks really good for sure. I definitely have space right there to do some sort of prop or something, especially since I'm getting the frickin' nurse from Silent Hill 2. I could do something Silent Hill related. Not sure what, but I do have the wall space there. Technically, if I ever got a Pinhead statue and I decided I want to do it right there instead of the nurse, and the nurse I throw down low, she'll look great down low, I could definitely do the Pinhead shadow box by Knightmare Trash. They have the one with his cube, and then it even has like chains inside. It looks really cool, if I'm honest. I'm still just waiting for that Pinhead statue, because that is definitely one-third horror character that I am severely missing right now, is Pinhead. I feel like I definitely do not want Terrifier, Art the Clown. I hated Terrifier 3. That was a horrible movie. I did like 1 and 2, but 3 made me just like, you know what? These are stupid movies. Just mindless torture, terrible story. It's just not good. There's I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan. But I do like Pinhead. I think those are good movies. I like the character. He looks really cool. He's a quintessential horror character, so I'm hoping PCS gives us him. Once we get him, the only other thing I think I could do is upgrade my Pumpkinhead to the 3rd scale. Now, in the event we get the Pinhead and whatnot, what we'd have to do is move this over here. That way you could fit 3 1/3s. You could do Pumpkinhead, Candyman, and Pinhead, or Nurse, and then do Pinhead there, whichever. Nurse is small footprint, so she can easily fit back on that shelf. Ideally, I do want to keep Candyman here, simply because obviously I just got his prop, so we'll see what happens if I ever do decide to get that Pumpkinhead 1/3, because my biggest problem with that, it won't look good down low. It's also very expensive, but it just won't look good down low, where this one does. I also just really do like this pose. The other one, the pose is okay. I do prefer this pose. I do prefer the newer one's base, and obviously the size. That is the 2 things I like better about the 3rd scale. The size and the base. But the pose, I prefer this. Very cool looking pose. So yeah, now we're just waiting on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre shadow box. That is definitely one thing we need. Candyman looks great, no regrets, looks good in the collection, and should I ever in the future have the ability to display Candyman top shelf, like let's say if I ever get another home, I'm definitely going to ensure that all my horror 1/3 is top shelf with Knightmare Trash props above them, every one of them, without a doubt. It would be more spacious as well than it is now, but probably custom shelving, do life size all underneath, like all these would just stay down low. Up top, nothing but 1/3 horror with Knightmare Trash props. I like that look a lot. So if you could imagine if he was right there instead of that. Like if we had this as horror space and you could do like Candyman, Pumpkinhead, Pinhead all along this, And then underneath is life-size horror props or horror characters like busts and figures. That would look super cool. We could get, for example, from Saw, Billy on the tricycle down low. That'd take up a whole cube. That looks super sick. Stuff like that. Anyways, folks, let me know what you think of this Candyman shadow box. I think it looks great. Definitely very cool. So I'm happy with it. This is going to be the final statue, aka prop unboxing of the year. There's nothing more after this I have coming. Everything else is going to be in January. So now we can go ahead and begin all the year-end videos. So basically, yeah, Christmas Day, because you're going to see this on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, we're going to go ahead and do the room tour, top 10, and so forth for the remainder of the year. See you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.